Bert Deivert reads Syntheism by Alexander Bard and Jan Söderqvist.
Hello there and welcome. We are
Alexander Bard
and Jan Söderqvist, the philosophers and authors of the text you're about to listen to very soon through this medium. And it's high time that our books are turned into audiobooks, don't you think? We don't know what took us so long, but here we are.
A recurring theme in our philosophy is the key function of interactivity as the generator of change in today's world. Our message is that the fact that all of us now have to get used to two-way communication rather than one-way mass media, that we can expect that more and more of formerly passive consumers of media now change into active participants, that this means that absolutely everything in society will change fundamentally.
And since we have the ambition to actually practice what we preach, we shape our texts not as your classical monologue performed by authoritarian teachers in a pulpit in front of an admiring audience that needs to be educated. No, these books should rather be regarded as our humble invitation to start a conversation. At first, between the two of us. Each book is, by its very nature, a collaboration to begin with, and then between us and the reader and listener. Only through dialogue can we reach a deeper understanding of who we are and who we will become tomorrow, while interacting with an environment that goes through a highly dramatic transformation. Because that is how it is. Ultimately, it is communication technology that provides the framework for what we can think and what we can do, which means that we need to understand how it works and what it does to us.
The book you're about to listen to is called Syntheism, Creating God in the Internet Age. As the title suggests, the book deals with religion and religious expressions in the future. How we together and online create a spiritual community that will meet our needs of a metaphysics, at the same time as it doesn't contradict what we do know about the universe, how it once came into being and how it works. For we would argue that categorical atheism is not very interesting from a philosophical perspective, and that it most probably can't be the last word in the ancient discussion about faith versus knowledge. Our method here is to shift our focus from the content of religion to its actual function. And then we take it from there. And we might as well get started right away.
Syntheism, Creating God in the Internet Age. Chapter 1. Everything is religion. Does God exist? Many people regard this question as almost ludicrously simple, and thus also as provocative and confrontational. But the problem is that major and polarizing discord remains concerning the answer. Some say that the answer to this simple question obviously is a resounding no. Of course there is no God. All talk of a God is an expression of a tenaciously persistent superstition that has stuck with humanity throughout all of known history, ever since the rain dances of the first shamans. A superstition that in all likelihood will wither away and die as our knowledge of the nature of physics at the macro and micro level grows sufficiently to be able to refute the many foolish notions of religion and document how these are tied to various socio-cultural conditions. But as we know, some others are as unshakably convinced that God not only exists with the greatest certainty, but also that this God painstakingly keeps track of all of our sins, as well as our good deeds. And as if that were not enough, this same God created our planet and all its innumerable life forms at the dawn of time. This God who thus exists permeates.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?